Welcome back. After we saw the premonitions of a small child actually save the lives of so many, and a dog, well, we can rest up really nicely knowing that everyone and everything is safe. With nothing on the horizon, no foreshadowing at all. But since we have some nice dreams floating about, some traders, some people making a healthy profit, and some vivid imaginations, and what could happen? What could go wrong? Let's go to bed early, and let's see some Railgun. What's a battle stance? Satan is incredibly skilled, it seems. I mean, she is so proud and smug of it as well. Learning through sleeping, you say? If that was true, then I wouldn't be so useless. I'd be a master at everything by now. Very useful. I mean, she could choose pretty much anything, and she goes for the important stuff. Oh yes, we've had an experience with traders. They have become such a commodity. I see. The underground market, you know there will be. The underground market for dreams is really booming. But of course, there's the thing about forcing yourself to have any particular dream. But are you likely to remember the ins and outs of it when you actually wake up? It's fine and all having an experience or two, but if it's something that you can only remember in your dream state, then not sure it's worth the entire money. And since we've followed along with the premonition kid, we'll be slipping into some of the other characters soon, I'm guessing. Oh no. I wonder how you would get blood all over your clothes like that. So you had to teach them a lesson on top of just completing your orders. I mean, she's busy showering as well. Don't expect her to just be able to... What was with that sound effect just then? The important things in life, you know, despite her orders and everything that should be... Yeah, friend is on your side. despite all of your orders, taking out people left, right and centre, they're still able to think about things like these. The simple worries. Poor Hamazura. But you see, there are different tastes in drinks, whatnot, but banana tea? You have my attention. And milk. Because milk is tasty. Hamazura, get it. Good hair. Hamazura putting himself in danger there, not really realising the levels of, well, how short his life may be. And who's that other world of ninja women? Who's that other NPC bystander looking at the... Is she going to have something befall her at some point? And do they have a street license to be able to sell these things on the... out here? Cool. Might be useful, but I can think of a few other languages other than Portuguese. She has peculiar tastes. Let's try to forget her. The beginning of her dream was alright. You're looking at dreams right now. You're shopping. You don't need to worry yourself. He's only a B-rank street seller. And why is it in some black case? No, that's better not. Nice shining white. Do you have like the certificate of authentic bust upper? Do you have a letter of authenticity to show that this is actually what the dream is about? Oh, it's gone. Now the battle of a lifetime has just spilled out onto the streets. They are both not going to let go of this one, are they? And that seller is in mortal danger. He needs to get out of there quickly. They have such severe reasons to fight this hard over it. Ah, now you're getting personal. They are... Yep, try to... Oh, the card activates. I mean, he's still got to make a living as well. Do they have any authenticating marks, or is it just the slight variations in colours that really... tell them apart? And also, do you need to rely on the person that they recorded from to tell what they are? So if someone just lies about what's on the dream, they have found something to work together for. Not like they have to be at odds with one another at this. Yeah, you'll be asleep for a while. I wonder how much it actually cost them. Also, that wouldn't work for me. Don't sleep on my back. Oh, there's someone in particular being shown up in that dream. I wonder who could be the recorder of this one. Yes, let's let nature take its course. Also, if you paid a little bit of attention to the cards, you would be able to sort out 3/4 of them. Yeah, you got it right there. London fashion is something else. He is Demonar. He is such a way of words with this. Of course. He only wants what's the best for you. We know exactly whose dream these words is. Oh, okay. Being able to... Oh, it's the... Is it the street musician girl? You know, the one from the I think it was the movie. Or something like that. I like the... she has a dream. And now she's coming to talk to me. Seems to be going off... yes, the perfect... actually, her personality is pretty on board for, like, a certain audience, at least. I wonder what... I feel like some of these dreams have a lot to do with each other. Boobist society. They're going to be dealing themselves some massive mental damage soon if they continue. Now, she had some good fashion sense if they continue with these dreams. What's this now? The ninja one, the Koinichi. I feel like this may be a bit of a side story, not that. Loads of information to be held, but whose dream would this be? I mean, maybe this guy isn't completely full of shit. I mean, is that how she wakes up most mornings after? Remember, you're still in a public place. Oh, it's yeah, the telekinesis. Reliving a moment of shame. Getting ahead of herself. Now that sounded weird. I like the reflection showing off who it actually was. Might need to keep an eye out for those in the future. But also, if they keep shouting, they're not going to be able to... Not going to be able to continue resting this easily. Might be for the best. They've got to find somewhere else to be able to take a nap now. Any places that don't have any particular levels of noise complaint. But if it's for the goals of what you were trying to achieve now, maybe there'll be an exception. Doesn't seem to be many people here. Apparently people don't care for the pool. Oh no. It spots, yeah, it spies something shiny. That's why you'd weigh the cards down or keep them safe at least. What if there was a breeze while you're sleeping and they flitter off everywhere? Who has artistic dreams like this with the letterboxing? Quack quack. Life is filled with misadventures, obstacles, and disappointments. So you find things that you can hold dear while you can. I feel like this is a very directed dream. Good question. Oh, that's the one from earlier, the one that was at the... Was that index in the back? The one from earlier, the one that was at the dream broker. Just having a super rare card land in your lap. they give up so easily. But I'm assuming that at the next sound, rather high-res feather, but the next mention of something like a bust upper, they leap at the chance again. Getting taller. Growing. Poor Hamazura, trying the best he can, trying to be understanding and helping out. He still gets attacked for it. How dare you be... How dare you be so sweet, Hamazura? She can't look at her sleeping face. This is destroying her routine. Are they? So confident in of herself. Not quite what you had in mind, huh? She sounds so dejected. Fair enough. If only you put your efforts into learning something else, something of value. Actually, I say that, but now Saturn is going to do something amazing with all of these little party tricks she's picking up. Impeccably useless. That should be my catchphrase. That ponytail. Yes, there you go. Turns out bust upper might actually be a thing. But yeah, if there's one way to explain my entire channel, impeccably useless. I like it. Fitted to a T. But to think that we'd spend an entire day going through some dreams, some questionable, some not, being able to tell exactly who would have dreamed it is at the same point. But also, there seemed to be one amongst them there that was a little odd. Almost as if it was placed. I wonder what the little post-it note caption for that card would have been. But also to have a little bit of exposition and seeing behind the scenes and stuff while under the just story beat of keep things upbeat, keep things lively. How many times now has it been that we've watched something and characters are a bit self-conscious about certain aspects of their own bodies? I mean, it is an all-human condition to potentially be somewhat disappointed by certain aspects, but to devote an entire 24 minutes into it? Actually, if we go over everything that we've seen in Railgun and all the other kind of spin-offs as well, it's going to be a lot longer than that. One thing I will say that this storyline is getting at, has made me think about, is that I'm glad I wouldn't ever really need to go to a card broker. My dreams are fairly substantial. Of course, people that would convert their dreams over to the cards to then sell would be incredibly beneficial if you could lucid dream, control things a bit. Another reason why I wouldn't exactly rely on others. But, some of the dreams that we saw there could be considered a little peculiar, a little intimate. Some of the ones that, since we saw exactly, and we're like, I know who would have dreamt this. Would you want others peering into your dreams and seeing what they were? Being able to see some of your insecurities being foretold like that? But my question now is, if we can pass on traits and abilities and skills and learning through dreams, picking up Satan's cup and ball, her pen technique, learning languages and the like, does that mean you can also impart other things? Say, subliminally giving people messages, tasks to do, implanting ideas. I can already think of some fiendish things that could be implemented. Also, I just had a weird thought, as if these dream cards was a lucrative business. You would have some sort of factory producing them with just countless of people in beds, sleeping all day, probably induced into comas just to continuously pump out these dreams and visions. But what else are we going to see? What was going on around the same time as this story? I don't remember the timelines. But whether it be busty or justice that you're after, I'm sure we can all enjoy Railgun together. If you liked this one, let me know. Leaving a like and a comment down below helps out the channel. If you want to go a bit further beyond, consider sharing it around. Friends, family, the neighbourhood shop down the street. But for now, if you want to make sure, consider subscribing. There might be some episodes coming up in the future, some things you might not want to miss. But get some rest. Hope I see you in the next one. If I wake up. If you would want to join forces for reasons that are completely understandable, consider joining onto my Patreon instead, because unlike physical attributes of your body, we can always watch more anime. So, to Electrican, Noku, Raywin, Kite, Sal, Arthea, Dark Shadow 7899, Shiwan, Mats, Girly, Cardboard, Croyville, Mega32, and everyone else. I really hope that we can all get along, and as long as no one has any explosive outbursts thanks to milk, I'm sure our time together will be quite enjoyable. So once again, thank you.